Dear Master, I have a question. My mother just passed away about 50 days ago.
You speak near to the microphone so that all friends and I can listen clearly.
Yes, my mother just passed away about 50 days ago. During the 49 days after her passing, we ourselves learned from the internet. We recited the Sutra of the Original Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva every day for my mom during the 49 days and observed a vegetarian diet for 2 weeks. We know that our mom loved going to pagodas, so every day we prepared a vegetarian meal for her, and in the early afternoon, we would recite the Sutra of the Original Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva and practice repentance for the 6 sense faculties and the 3 karmas. I would like to ask, after the 49 days have passed, may I know whether has my mother been able to lessen her karmic burdens, and which realm might she have been reborn into?
Amitabha Buddha. Thank you for your question. Perhaps the 2 other friends made room for you to send me a question. Dear everyone, this friend has shared that her beloved mother recently passed away, and with a sincere heart, she has been reciting the Sutra of the Original Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, keeping a vegetarian diet and practicing repentance every day to dedicate all the merits to her late mother. And she would like to ask whether, after 49 days after her mother passing, her mother has been able to receive these merits, and whether she has been reborn in a wholesome realm. I may answer you like this. I can assure you that your mother will receive greatly merits from her loved ones, especially from you, a devoted daughter. In the Sutra of the Original Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, the Buddha taught that in future times, when good men or good women hear or read the Original Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva with joy and faith, receive and uphold it, and recite it with sincerity, they will obtain immeasurable, boundless merit and blessings. Moreover, in this sutra, the Buddha also taught that in times to come, if there are good men and good women who wish to repay the kindness and gratitude for the loving care and sacrifices of their parents, both in this present life and in countless past lives, they should receive and recite the Sutra of the Original Vows of Bodhisattva Ksitigarbha. Observe purity through vegetarian practice, uphold the precepts, recite the Sutra, chant the Buddha's name, release living beings, cultivate virtue, practice charity, make offerings, and perform all wholesome deeds, especially when one reads and recites that sutra and dedicates all merits to their parents in the present life. If one's parents are still alive and healthy, in this life, they will receive merits, a lot, from the sincere recitation and dedication made by their devoted children. Do you know, my dear ones? Just this very afternoon, I heard from my driver about a lay Buddhist practitioner, almost 100 years old, who had been suffering from cancer. After she listened to my teaching on the immense merits and blessings of receiving and reciting the Sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, she asked her son to come this Kai Nuyen Pagoda and request a copy of the Ksitigarbha Sutra for her to read. She then began to read and recite the sutra day after day. She found her body growing stronger and healthier. When she later went for a medical checkup, the doctors found that her cancer had completely disappeared. She was already more than 90 years old, my dear ones. The merit and virtue of holding up and reciting the sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva are so tremendous, supremely virtuous, inconceivable, and beyond all words to express. Even if through hundreds of thousands of kalpas, can no one express completely. Even if one were to take all the water of East Sea to make ink, can no one express completely about the merit of holding up and reciting the sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. Even if one were to take all the bamboo and trees of the world to make brushes, take all the waters of the great oceans to make ink, and all the leaves and paper to make writing sheets, still no words could fully describe the boundless merit from receiving, upholding, and reciting the sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva with a single mind. This is taught by the Buddhas and practiced by countless bodhisattvas. It is also received, practiced and protected by devas, nagas, and others of the 8 classes. 12 years after attaining enlightenment, the Buddha manifested his great spiritual power and ascended to the Triastransa heaven, the 2nd heaven in the desire realm, to expound the sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, so that he expressed deep gratitude and repay kindness of his mother, Queen Maya. In addition, he also praised the merit of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva and entrusted Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva in the degenerate age of Dharma. After Shakyamuni Buddha enter nirvana, almost beings are stubborn lead into sufferings because of greed, anger, ignorance, and karmic obstructions. Therefore, the Buddha hand over contribution to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. He will stay in this world for a long time to teach and save beings, especially beings living in suffering, in 3 bad realms: hell realm, hungry ghost realm, animal realm. Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva arises from the mind of filial piety, from the virtue of filial devotion and the practice of filial conduct. Therefore, all those who, out of a heart of filial piety, uphold, read, and recite this sutra will surely bring great joy to Bodhisattva Ksitigarbha himself and to the Buddhas of the 10 directions. The Bodhisattvas, Devas, Nagas, and others of the 8 classes of Dharma protectors throughout the 10 directions will also rejoice, bear witness, and bestow their blessings. Therefore, you asked that, since your mother passed away, you have single-mindedly devoted yourself to reciting the sutra of the original vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, practicing vegetarianism, chanting the Buddha's name, and performing repentance, all to dedicate the merit to your late mother. You wonder whether, during or after the 49 days after her passing, your mother has received the merit from your practice. Based on the teachings of the Buddha and the words of the sutra nearly 15 years of spreading and teaching. The Sutra of the Original Vows of Siddhagarbha Bodhisattva, I have witnessed countless families of lay Buddhists attain great benefit and liberation from suffering. Innumerable beings in the unseen realms have also gained peace, happiness, and freedom from pain. So I can tell you, and all the practitioners gathered here today, that your mother, surely, has received vast and wonderful merit and blessings. Without a doubt, through your devoted mind of filial piety, your mother will be reborn in a good realm.